Hi guys, welcome back to the Silly Farm Video Corner. I have my beautiful girl Leah here, and a lot of people keep asking me for boy designs. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a Power Ranger design that you can use for girls or boys. This one's going to be in pink because she's a girl, and I figure, you know.
I like blue.
Well, you like blue too, but I'm going to do you in pink today. So basically what I'm going to start off with is mixing a little bit of like a pearl white and a regular white on my brush, just like this, and I'm going to start by drawing out the mask. Basically draw two triangles over her eyes. So I start on a slant, and I'm drawing the shape. So look, I'm just drawing two triangles sideways, so like two pizza pies basically, okay? And sometimes it's good for you to actually just draw out the design first, make sure that your lines are all nice and crisp, and then you can go fill it in. And some of you prefer sponging this part. I like using my brush because I can get that accuracy that I'm looking for. And again, you just ask your models to close their eyes so that you can fill it in. And Leah is actually an experienced model, so she's usually comfortable with me painting over her eyes. I definitely tell you to practice and ask your model what they're comfortable with. So all I'm doing is just filling in this area as well, right over her eyes, right in here. So then the next thing I'm going to do is just draw out the other areas that are not going to be pink. This way I know where to block in color. So I'm going to start off using my white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a straight line and then kind of curve it. And you want the lines to be just a little bit sharper. So that same shape I'm going to do on this side. If you can turn a little bit this way. So again, I'm just going to draw kind of like another pizza pie shape. Just like that. And I'm going to follow this line right along her cheek and come down. Just like that. And the same thing on this side. Then, once I have that shape down, I'm just going to go and I'm going to draw another little outside to it as well. So I'm going to make this two different right in here. So I'm just going to outline it just like that, and the same thing here. So that I know where to block in the color. So now I have pretty much the shape for my design. So now I'm just going to block in all of the areas that I didn't cover in white. And the last step to this design is actually just highlighting, outlining everything in black. So I'm going to wait to put my black on last because it's a harder color to paint on top of, and when it blends into any other color that you're using, it tends to turn it either brown. So I wait till the last step to do most of my black. So again, I'm just going to block in all the rest of this area using my pink. And again, most people like blocking in larger areas with a sponge, where I prefer to use my brush because I get more accuracy. Instead of covering inside of the entire mouth area, I'm just going to gently cover onto the nose. And the reason that I don't like to cover too much of the mouth is because if they're eating cotton candy or if they're eating cake and they tend to smear it, then they always want me to fix it, and typically I don't have a lot of time to cut my line to just fix their mouth area. So I like to leave their mouth as open as possible. So if you can see what I did, so I have the bulk of my base down, and I'm just going to even out this section, and then I'm going to fill it in here as well. And you like this area to be, which is another reason why I like using my brush so that Okay, so to finish this design off, you have a couple of different options. You can always go in with more of a metallic color, like a gold, to give everything an outline, and then outline that part in a black. You can go in with a silver. I mean, this part is really up to you. You can just finish off with black. So I'm going to take a little bit of gold, and I'm just going to block in the color right here in the middle. So I'll start off right here with my brush. And I'm just using that gold because, number one, I like to put gold so that you can put glitter on top of it and really make it sparkle. But I think gold is also a cool color that people don't always expect on face painting. So anytime you use it, people are like, wow, it's kind of like that. It gives it that wow effect. So then also what I'm going to do is just gently trace and go over the edge of my white with this gold, so that I have just a tad bit of contrast there. So again, I'm just going over the edge, just like that. And then I'm gonna fill in this area with the gold as well. So can you turn a little bit this way? Thank you. Right in there, right inside of these areas, I'm filling in with the gold. And then again, our last step is going to be, again, I'm going to follow that around, but the very last step is just going to be using black, and can do as much outlining. And just go ahead and give this whole thing an outline using my black. And rather than using straight up black, I'm mixing it with a little bit of a metallic black. Notice when I load my brush, how I roll it around so I get a nice thin coverage on my brush. So now what I'm going to do is just go in and give this whole thing an outline. So I'm going to ask her to hold still, and using the tip of my brush, I'm just going in and I'm giving it a double outline, just like that. The same thing up here. Just like that. And here as well. And the good thing about being able to outline is that you can really finish off by creating the shape, the ultimate shape of the design that you were looking for. Because sometimes if you're sponging and it doesn't come out exactly how you want it, when you outline, you can give it the finishing angles, the finishing edges that you're looking for. So turn a little bit this way. So again, I'm just outlining from here as well, giving this a double outline, this a double outline. Outlining this entire mask area. Again, working on the tip of my brush. So I'm going to do that right in here, bring it up over, just like that. And then, if you look on different Power Ranger masks, of course, every Power Ranger is different, but in some versions of the Power Ranger girl, she has a lightning bolt right in the middle. And that's kind of like her power source. And again, this part is optional, just putting your little lightning bolt in there. So then, to finish her off, can you close your eyes for me? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a defined girl look right inside of there to pronounce her eyes. And then I'm going to give her, what am I going to give you, Leah?
Lipstick.
Lipstick. And?
Glitter.
And glitter. Of course I am. That's my girl. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of lipstick and glitter to just finish off this design. And on boys, I usually call it, you know, some power glitter or boy glitter, and I would use a blue or a green. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color to her lips, just like this. And then I need to just give her a little bit of glitter. So I'm going to put a little bit of glitter, just dab it right in the middle of her lip because I like that effect. And again, I don't cover my designs in glitter. I just kind of use them as a little accent in certain areas. So like if you notice right on her forehead and just a little bit in here. And then I need you to just look in the camera, sit up really straight. And then I need you to say, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for doing that.
Look at my beautiful Leah. All right, guys, have a great day.